Okay. So in the previous session, we are started the model one, in which specific topic which we are discussed in the last session, that is Gauss elimination method, Gauss elimination or Gaussian elimination method. So in which the problem will be given to you like by providing set of linear equations for which you need to determine the unknown variables like what is the value of x, what is the value of y, what is the value of z. Okay, so it is not needed to be always to be fixed as 3. Okay, sometimes depends on the a number of unknowns, like it can be expected you to determine sometimes 4 unknowns also. Please keep in your mind x1, x2, x3, x4. You have to determine all the 4 unknown variables. So it depends with respect to the given system of linear equations. Okay, but we are solved the pattern by solving 3 unknowns x, y, z. Okay, so however, whatever may be the number they can provide to you, you are going to follow the same rules. Okay, so here now, we are going to step into discuss the next topic of this model 1, that is Gauss-Jordan method. Gauss-Jordan method. So we are completed Gaussian elimination. Now we can enter into discuss about Gauss-Jordan method. It is quite correlated between Gauss elimination and then Gauss-Jordan. Sometimes it can be called like it is an extensive process of the Gauss elimination. Okay, in your Gauss elimination, what is the process you are followed there? You need to simply derive the reduced row echelon form, and then by which you can apply the that rules of that with respect to the ranks between A, B, and then A. You can conclude the system is consistent or inconsistent. That's the result you are providing finally. In your Gauss-Jordan method, after deriving that part, that means what is that part? Echelon form derivation part, you need to further just follow 1 or 2 steps. That's it. With it, the problem is completed. Okay. So here, I can just give the outline of that Gauss-Jordan. Before that, I was already gave one just a small task to you to refer basic variable and then free variable. That means leading variable and free variable. Sometimes basic variable it can be called, otherwise it can be called like a leading variable. Okay, so anyway, if not, I'm ready to repeat that concept alone while the problem comes. Maybe in the next problem, when I start this, after starting this Gauss-Jordan, very immediately I can just explain to you about that what is that basic variable and then what is the free variable. Okay, so now we can just see the outline of the Gauss-Jordan method. It is quite easy. See here, your first task, you need to you need to write in the form of augmented matrix A comma B, join matrix. After that, you need to derive in the form reduced row echelon form. Next, further, you need to proceed into the format. Listen carefully, this is very, very important. If suppose, if you are having 3 rows, if you are having 3 rows means, that means m cross n, in which you can keep fix that rows alone. M means you have to convert the matrix into IM. Listen carefully, I'll be repeating. See here, your A comma B matrix may be in the format, may be in the dimension m cross n. That doesn't matter. Okay, you can keep fix the number of rows. That m rows should be converted. The elements should be converted into the form identity matrix. That means 1 0. For example, I can consider m equal to 3, then it will be like a unit matrix like 0 0 1. Okay, rest of the part can be in any form like n, that may be like 2 4 or 5 something. Okay, now in which, can anyone try to guess how many unknowns they would have involved on this matrix? I have written just derived part. Can anyone try to say quickly?
Sir,
How
three.
many?
3.
Very good. 3. Okay, superb. So X, Y, Z. Okay. See, in your gas elimination method, you will be just stop the process after deriving that echelon form. Okay. Very straightly, you can write its equation format like x plus y equal to some 5, y plus z equal to 4, something z plus x equal to 4 or something. After solving those equations, you can get the x, y, z. But in your Gauss Jordan, you have to continue the process until you are getting the form of IM. Okay, so that means 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. It depends about the m value. If it is m equal to 4, means in that case you have to create 4 by 4 unit matrix like 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 sorry 0 0 1 0. The final one is 0 0 0 1. Okay, so until you convert the matrix into the form IM, you have to proceed further. Okay, so after that, very straightly I can easily say the answer. What is the x, what is the y, what is the z? What is the x from this matrix? I'm asking.
2.
2. Very good.
2.
4 and 5.
Very good. So I hope now you can try to catch up the idea what they are going to do in the Gauss-Jordan method. Okay, this method is also called like Gauss-Jordan elimination. Previous one is Gaussian elimination. Okay, so you have to be ready. If the question is asked from Gauss-Jordan means, however, you are going to apply the same procedure of Gauss elimination only. Then you can just further apply some more steps to attain the exact shape of IM. Okay, now we can enter into the first problem. Yeah, so you have to remember that rules like rank of A equal to rank of AB equal to number of unknowns. So that rules you have to recall that so that you can get into that easily. Okay, next. Okay, this problem we can solve. Listen carefully. See here, first you need to, before writing that A comma B, you have to be very strong about how many unknowns they are used in the system of linear equations. How many?
4. Sir,
4. Very good. See, don't depend on your first equation. You have to check parallelly for the second and then third also. Okay. So in that case, so let me take that as 18. Yeah. This is 10. Okay. So here 1, 3, minus 2 and then 3. Next 2, 6, minus 2, 4. Sorry, I think I have missed.
the 3 will be 0.
0.
Exactly. Yeah, thanks. Okay. 0 and then 3. Next one is 2, 6 minus 2, 4, 18. Last one is 0, 1, 1, 3, 10. Okay. You can follow the same procedure which you already come across in the previous method. So I can start using the equivalent symbol. So here I don't want to trouble the row 1 because it is already in the form well formed like 1. So I can keep write the same values of row 1. Okay. After that, so here I have to use some rules. Can you please predict in
R2
R?
is equal to
So
R2 minus
R2 minus 2 times R1.
Very good, superb. So in R3, any guess?
R3 minus 1/6 of R2. Maybe.
Then you will be getting minus 1. It is already in the form of
Minus 1/6 of R2, sir.
1/6.
First, we will swap the rows, I guess.
Very good. That is also a good idea. See here, you can swap the rows like R2 can be swapped into R3. That is a good idea. Okay, so that it could be quite easy because I'm having 0, 1, 1. So even if you proceed further by keeping as it is like R2 gives R2 minus 2 R1, nothing problem in that. You definitely, you may be increased additionally one more step, that's it. So see here, there are two chances of doing that conversion of echelon form. Either you can swap the rows R2 and then R3, or you can keep continue to not to trouble the R3 retains the same, and then by proceeding R2 like minus 2 R1. So here R3 gives R3 itself. Next, next minus 2 minus 4 plus 4, that is I think 2. Okay. Next 4 minus next 0, then 18 minus 6, 12. Okay. So next, so here 0, 1, 1, 3, 10. Now anyone can predict
4, sir. That will be 4.
which one?
Second row, sir.
Second
0, 2, 4.
0, 0. This okay. This one, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thanks for the note. Okay. After this, any guess?
So swap R2 and R3.
Now, very good. Now, definitely I have to swap the rows of R2 and R3. Okay, so that I can get the answer easily. 0, 1, 1, 3, 10. Last one is 0, 0, 2, 4, and then 12. Okay, so now it is up to this. What is the method? What is the method we are followed here?
Gauss elimination.
Gauss elimination method. So now still I have to proceed further to follow the Gauss-Jordan method. That's what they are given in the question, by using Gauss-Jordan elimination method, not a Gauss elimination method. It's a Gauss-Jordan elimination method. So I have to proceed further until I get the form. What is the m value here?
3.
3. So until I am getting I3, that means 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So there is a disturbance for me to proceed further. So I can just simply divide R3 by
2.
2. Very good. So 1, 3, minus 2, 0, 3. Next 0, 1, 1, 3, 10, 0, 0, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay. Yes, please.
It's 6, not 3.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Sorry. It's very difficult to see parallelly the values and then writing in the digital pad. Sorry. Okay. So after that, so next I have to follow the pattern something like to derive the answer. This part as 0. Any guess?
R2 is equal to R2 minus R3.
Yeah.
Very good. Superb. So R1 remains same. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So in R2, I can apply the rule R2 minus R3. Okay. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, fine. So almost we are completed. So rest only one disturbance, that is the first row is alone the disturbance to convert
So
into
don't you change 3 and 10 also?
Sir,
sorry.
yes, sir.
3
1
minus
and
2,
4 it should
1,
be.
10 minus 6 will be
Oh,
4.
okay. Sorry. Taking notes. Sorry, thanks. Okay. So what is the value? 1 and then
1 and 4.
And 4.
okay, thanks. Okay. Next, what rule I can apply? Here, I don't want to trouble the R2 and then R3. So only one disturbance is there, that is R1. What rule I can apply here?
R1 is equal
R1 is
to
equal to
R1 minus
R1
R3.
3 times R2.
R1 minus 3 R2 plus 2 R3.
Okay, so see here, definitely I should use twice the time elementary row operations. So first I can use with respect to R2. So what I can get, like R1 minus 3 times of R2. Okay, so then 1, 0, sorry,
0 only, sir.
minus
-2.
minus
Minus
2.
2.
Next 0, 3, then 0, 1, 0, 1,
Minus-
4.
-3 and minus
Okay. Minus 3 and then I always missed the last two elements, sorry. Okay, so here minus 3 and
-9.
minus
-9.
Thanks. Okay, last one is retain same 0, 1, 2, 6. Okay, last. Only one element is disturbed, that is minus 2. So what rule I can use here?
Sir, R1 plus 2 R3.
What?
R1 plus 2 R3, right? Okay, very good. So here, sorry, 1. Anyone please help me to follow the values quickly? Yeah, 0, 0, next
1.
1.
1 and 3.
+3.
Okay, fine. So that's it. So you are converted into the well perfect form of I3. Okay, then that's it. You are almost completed. So the last step is straight away you can write. So this is my okay, first I can write here. What is the rank of AB?
3 and 3, sir.
3. Okay.
3, sir.
What is the rank of A?
3.
So 3.
Again 3. Actually, rank of A will come up to this. I hope you can understand what I try to say on this. So rank of
Yes.
A. So next, both are equal, but equal to rank of A, which is less than number of unknowns. That means totally there are used in the linear equation, totally there are 4 unknowns. So it is 3. So it is less than 3, less than 4. So system is consistent. What is the continuous part? System is consistent and
Has
Infinite solution.
very good. And it has infinitely many solutions. Okay, so let me write that equations quickly. So x1 plus x4 equal to 3. Next, x2 plus x4 equal to 4. Then x3 plus 2x4 equal to 6. Okay. Please correct me if I am writing any wrong entries on this. Okay, x2 plus x4, last one is x3 plus 2x4 equal. Okay, fine, right. So here I can just recall the topic of basic variable and then free variable here, so that it can be the opt place to just describe about the definition of free variable. Okay, see here totally it is derived 3 equations with 4 number of unknowns. Okay, so if suppose if you are having 3 equations with the 3 unknowns, means definitely it is quite easy to derive the answer. By solving the equation, you can get back the easier values of x1, x2, x3. Okay, but here totally it is given only 3 equations, but it is involved 4 number of unknowns. So definitely I should introduce dummy variable value, that means free variable value as t. Okay, what is that free variable here? Okay, how the way free variable can be predicted? Very easily I can show to you. Even if you are not understood in the online source, nothing to worry about it. You can just follow the shortcut. I'll try to just deliver in an easier way. See here, I hope you are known that this diagonal values are called pivot elements. Pivot elements. So all the pivot elements are always basic variable. Okay, all the pivot element respective column, like this will be my x1, this will be x2, this will be x3, this will be x4. Okay, so see here, it is a pivot element. Okay, so the x1 will not be the free variable. Will not be the free variables means then definitely that will be the basic variable or leading variable. So x2, this has already come. X2, definitely x2 also will be the basic variable. Next, x3. Okay, so rest of the part, other than the diagonal values, what is the variable left over here?
x4.
x4. That x4 will be the dummy variable. That means that x4 will be the free variable of this problem. Okay, so that is your free variable. So such variable can be assigned here like t. Okay. So x4 as t. Let x4 equal to t. That t belongs to R. So from which I can easily say the x1 answer, x1 equal to 3 minus t. Okay. Next, x2 equal to 4 minus t. Last one is x3 as 6 minus 2t. That's it. Problem is ended with this solution. Okay. Have you all understood this problem? This is actually
Sir,
10
can you
mark
please
problem.
repeat how you have taken the dummy variable, sir?
Okay, better I can show another example so that it would be quite easy to understand that. 1 minute. Already I have referred it so that could be the easier. Yes. Yes. Able to see this example?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See here, this is the augmented matrix which is provided. Like actually, this augmented matrix is reduced because of the echelon form. It is in the form. Okay. So I hope you have understood up to this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. After this, after deriving that echelon form, see here that red color are marked as diagonal elements. That elements are called pivot elements, pivot positions. Actually, pivot position will be placed only in the diagonals. Okay. So here you are going to just mark that positions respective column. Like see here, this is before that first you need to predict how many unknowns are given here. How many unknown variables they are used in the linear equations?
3 unknowns.
3 unknowns. Very good. So this will be my x1, this will be my x2, this will be my x3. This is a constant column. Okay. So in which 4 columns, 3 columns will be the respective positions of the variable. Okay. So in particularly that diagonal respective columns will not be the free variable. That means x1 will not be the free variable, x2 will not be the free variable. Then definitely the last one will be your free variable. Have you understood this? Is it clear?
Sir, so the row that doesn't come up in the diagonal, that is
Exactly.
the pivot positions,
Exactly.
will be the free variable, right?
Exactly.
Yes, got it.
Okay, fine. See here, it was given very clearly in the definition itself. A variable is a basic variable if it corresponds to a pivot column. Otherwise, the variable is known as the free variable. That's it. The definition is complete. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. So
But
can you
it
give
is, but
for this?
it is necessary to derive its echelon form. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So can we represent this system of linear equation as a 3 cross 3 matrix I mean, we can add the third row, 0 row.
Sorry, could you please repeat your question?
So like we have 3 unknowns here and the 2 linear equation. So we can represent this as a 3 cross 3 matrix or 3 cross 4, I mean, in augmented form.
No, no,
We
no.
will add the third
Oh.
row as a 0th row.
Okay, as I have understood from your question, like if it is 3 number of unknowns with 2 equations, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in that case only we are discussing here. The example is given in that format. So it could not be proceed into the form like your 3 cross 3 matrix. So here, how the way you need to proceed further to derive the Gauss Jordan for this problem? Any guess? What is the I dimension will come? That means I suffix m. What is
2,
it?
sir.
Very good. I2. That means 1 0 0 1. So here you could not proceed into the form I3. Did I correctly answer to your question, or still is there any doubt on this?
No, sir, I meant, can we add an extra row? Sir?
Why we need to add?
Like we can represent the third equation as 0 into x1, 0 into x2 plus 0 into x3 equal to 0.
That is worthless part, right? That is from that 0 row, you could not even derive any kind of equations. Then for what purpose we need to create one dummy row for that? That will not be the worthy step. See here, in this problem, even if you are adding one more row, that will be written in the form 0x1, 0x2 plus 0x3 plus 0x4 equal to 0. By keeping that equation, it will not be helpful to derive any variable. So why we need to add that? We can simply eradicate that, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if still doubt on this, not an issue, you can please ask me later. I am ready to show some more examples personally to you. Okay, fine. So before entering to the next problem, last problem, you can please submit the attendance form. Please, you can submit the attendance form quickly. One minute, stay connected.
So it is saying
One
it is
minute,
not
1 minute, 1
accepting.
minute. Yes, 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 1 minute. Yes, now you can please try. Okay, fine. See here, last problem. So quickly I can complete with it. I'll close. See here in this problem, they are just has the question like determine the condition on BIs that I can be 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, so that the following system has a solution for which condition the following question can have the solution. That is the part. So we can keep the first problem. The next problem I am assigning to you as a homework. So first one. Okay, so A comma B. So we are solving the first one. So in which, so 1, 2, 6, B1 next. 2, minus 3, minus 2, B2. Last one is 3, minus 1, 4, B3. Okay. So constant parts are given in terms of Bi. Okay, so here you can follow the same procedure to derive its reduced row echelon form. So first I can use the R2 rule, R2 minus 2R1. So 1, 2, 6, there is no change in R1. So 0. Next one is 3 minus 2 minus 5. Next minus 2 minus 6 minus 8. Then B2 minus B1. Okay. Next, sorry. B2 minus.
So it's -7, right?
Yes. Okay. So here minus 2, minus 4, minus 7, then minus 2, minus 12, minus 14, then B2 minus 2B1. Okay. Last one is R3 gives R3 minus 3R1. Then 0, minus 1, minus 6, minus 7, then 4 minus 18. That is minus 14. Then B3 minus 3B1. Okay. After this, okay. So further, there is no change in row 1. No change in R2 also. In R3 minus R2, then 0 minus 0, 0, minus 7 plus 7, 0, minus 14 plus 14, 0, then what will come? Can anyone try to say the simplified form?
So B3 minus B2 minus B1.
Minus B2
Minus?
B1.
Okay,
minus B1.
thank you. Okay, after this, now it is well converted the form of echelon form. Okay, they are just simply ask the question like for which condition of Bi, listen carefully, for which condition of Bi the system has a solution. There is a possibility of last row, that means B3 minus B2 minus B1 equal to 0. That is one possibility. Another possibility, not equal to 0. Okay, let me just first say the not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, anyone can please try to say the rank of AB if it is not equal to 0.
The rank of AB is 3.
Rank of AB is 3. Rank of A
Is 2.
2. Okay. If they are not equal means what is the solution?
Consistent. No, not consistent.
Not consistent, no solution.
Very good. It is an inconsistent system, will not have the solution. Okay, that's what they are given in the conditions. But that part is not required here in this problem. They are just simply questioned like for which condition system has a solution. So what I need to assume, only one part, that has to be 0. Okay, that must be a 0. Okay, this part is not required here. Okay, so B3 minus B2 minus B1 equal to 0. In that case, rank of AB equal to 2. 2. Very good. Rank of A equal to 2. So rank of AB equal to rank of A, which is equal to how many number of unknowns?
Less than, sir. Less than.
Less than. Very good. So less than number of unknowns. You need to write clearly. So you can write like system is consistent. It has infinitely many solution. Okay, that's it. The problem is ended. So my humble request, your part is you need to just take the problems from online source. Please try to work out so that you will get a better idea on this two methods, Gauss elimination and then Gauss Jordan. Okay, this is a 10-mark question, so you have to be it can come only when you do the proper practice, otherwise it won't be a easy problem. Okay, so actually unless you try to work out in a paper, the method will not reach into your mind. So please, that's your part, that's your task. You can please try to solve the problem. Okay, if there is no doubt, we can conclude the meeting.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
So can you show the other set of equations which we need to solve?
Yes, let me share once the meeting ends. Definitely, I'll share with you. Okay, that time you can take a PDF look, then you will get the question.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay, fine.